So guys, today we're going to discuss about lac operon. Lac operon is an operon required for the transport and metabolism of lactose in E. coli and other enteric bacteria. As we can know from here that lac means lactose and operon, as we all know, that functioning unit of DNA containing clusters of gene. As we all know that bacteria use glucose as the primary source of carbon. But when the glucose is not available for those bacteria, they use lactose for their effective digestion. As you all know that lactose operon or lac operon was the first genetic regulatory mechanism. This was first used by Jacob and Monod. We must know that this is a very good MCQ question comes in NEET. This operon is a polycystonic transcript. This means multiple proteins can be produced from one mRNA transcript. As we can see in this DNA template, there are three structural genes present and three regulatory elements are present, which we will be going to study. This is a very simple representation of lac operon. As we can see, the template strand of the DNA is having three regulatory elements and three structural genes. As you all know that RNA polymerase is an enzyme which helps in the transcription process by converting a DNA to mRNA. Generally, we know that RNA polymerase bind to the promoter site. So as we can see that here the red in color P, to this point the RNA polymerase binds, and by this they start the transcription process, and by this process they first transcribe the I region, which is the repressor region, and gives us repressor mRNA. This repressor mRNA in return gives us repressor protein or repressor lac which binds to the operator site or the O site. By this binding they prevent the activity of RNA polymerase and prevent the transcription of the operon. These all events generally occur in the absence of inducer. So let us know what happens when the inducer is present. As we all know that the process of transcription starts by help of RNA polymerase. So here the RNA polymerase will bind to the P site again, which is red in color, and transcribe the I region. This I region will return gives us repressor mRNA, and repressor mRNA gives us repressor lac. So when the inducer is present, they bind to the repressor lac and inactivates the repressor. So by this, the RNA polymerase transcribes the whole operon. So by this transcription process, they transcribe Z, Y and A region. In result, they gives us lac mRNA, which you can see which is green in color. This lac mRNA gives us three different types of enzyme, which is beta galactosidase, permease and transacetylase. So I'll be explaining you this in more detail in the next diagram, which will be coming next to you now. This is a more elaborated explanation of lac operon. As we can see the 3 5 end of the template DNA strand, it has various regions in it. The regulatory gene and the structural gene are green in color, the promoter region is yellow in color, and the operator region is blue in color. So now the process of transcription generally starts from the 3' end to the 5' end by help of RNA polymerase. So as you know that from the before diagram we have seen the RNA polymerase bind to the P site that is red in color. So now here it bind to the 3' end where it has a promoter site and the process of transcription begins. So by this they transcribe the regulatory gene and gives us repressor mRNA, which is from 5' to the 3' end. This repressor mRNA gives a repressor protein by help of translation, and this bind to the operator site. By this binding, they block the activity of RNA polymerase and prevents the transcription of the DNA template strand. And we say that the operon is in off state. This generally occurs in the absence of inducer. So when the inducer is present, what happens? We will see in the B diagram. As we can see, it is a 3' and 5' template strand. The transcription will begin from the 3' end and will end in the 5' end. So now that when the transcription starts, it starts from the promoter site and it will transcribe the regulatory gene. By this transcription, we will get the repressor mRNA, and repressor mRNA, which is from 5' to 3' end, by help of translation, will gives us repressor protein or repressor lac. This generally binds to the operator site. So, but when the inducer is present, they inactivate the repressor and prevents it binding to the operator site, and by this they allow the RNA polymerase to transcribe the whole DNA template strand, and in return will gives us the lac mRNA strand, which is from the 5' to the 3' end, by transcribing the structural genes. These genes will gives us three enzymes. They are beta galactosidase, permease, and transacetylase. And by this, we say that the operon is in on state. Here, the inducers are generally allolactose and lactose, or it can be anything. So, in the next slide, we will be knowing about more. So, the enzymes produced by this lac operon process helps in breaking down galactose into glucose and galactose. As we know that there are three structural genes and they produce three different enzymes such as beta galactosidase, permease, and transacetylase. Beta galactosidase breaks down lactose into glucose and galactose. Permease increases the cell's permeability for lactose, and function of transacetylase is unknown for the time.